let's start at number 9. Welcome to the Poison Garden.
Ooh.
Beautiful but deadly.
Oh.
It's located at Alnwick Castle in northern England. Once you pass through the Black Gate with the skulls and crossbones on it, you'll want to stick close to your tour guide. Admire the plants from afar. If you accidentally brush up against the giant hogweed, you could end up with severe burns and sun sensitivity for years to come.
Really?
Ingesting henbane triggers hallucinations. Eating just a few berries from the belladonna plant could kill you.
Wow.
You're forbidden from smelling the plants. Even still, at least 30 to 4 visitors a year pass out. Other than that, enjoy your visit.
Huh.
The old giant hogweed.
Oh, yeah. Mark that down on your list of places.
Yeah.
Marty.
This is what the Botanic Backyard needs, a little bit of danger, right?
Danger makes everything more interesting. You're right about that. All right, number 8, just when you thought they were out, they pull you right back in. The early 2000s are having a real moment of fashion right now, and that means cargo pants are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Rihanna, Kylie, all of the it people on Instagram are rocking the look. You'll notice the cargos are more fitted around the waist, but they're still long and baggy.
And pockets.
Yeah, and if you're going to embrace the cargo, pair your pants with a tighter fitting top. You don't need to be baggy on the top and baggy on the bottom. It's just BID, and that stands for the Bad Ideas Club.
Yeah.
So stay away from that.
Boy, we can't be too far away from the Zubas coming back if the big
Fingers
pants.
crossed.
Come on, Patrick.
Yeah.
Caparicis, maybe I could finally fit into them, unlike when I was a kid.
Oh.
They didn't make a husky in Caparicis, unfortunately.
They didn't think they had to.
Yeah. Cinching that waist.
Number 7, you know by now that the Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts died at the age of 80. Here's a great story about him and Mick Jagger. Our guest at 8:30, Bill German, tells a story in his book, Under Their Thumb. It's from 1984. The Stones were in the process of signing another record deal, but Watts and the band also suspected correctly that Jagger was negotiating on his own for a separate solo record deal. During a difficult part of the negotiations, Jagger said to Watts something like, "None of this should matter to you because you're only my drummer." And then, as Keith Richards tells the story, around the same time in Amsterdam, Keith and Mick went out and got completely smashed, arriving back to the hotel at 5 a.m. Mick wanted Charlie to join them for a drink, so he called his room repeatedly, shouting, "Where's my drummer?" And Watts hung up on Mick. He got showered, put on one of his fine Seville Row suits, along with a tie and shine shoes. He went over to find Mick and Keith, then went up to Jagger and punched him in the face and knocked him over and said, "Don't ever call me your drummer again. You're my bleeping singer." Fake that.
All right, number 6, here's one for new and expecting parents. Babies may sleep longer in their own rooms. Is that news?
Oh.
In the past, the American Academy of Pediatrics has urged parents not to sleep in the same bed, but to keep infants in the same room for up to a year. I've never heard that. But Penn State researchers found by 4 months, babies who spent the night in their own room slept 45 minutes longer.
There you
By
are.
9 months, the babies who were alone at night slept an hour and 40 minutes longer. And everybody knows babies need sleep,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Some good blurry baby video that we got.
Yeah.
We haven't had new infant footage for a while. It's
Yeah.
great to see. Number 5, you can sleep in a library right in the heart of Paris. The bookshop Paris Marais Suite is part hotel room, part apartment. You're also surrounded by books.
Oh, that's
The
fun.
space is dedicated to reading and people who love to read in a quiet, peaceful haven. It even has a little kitchen. Not to mention, all that French charm is really what you're paying for, or what you're investing in, like wooden beams.
Yeah.
When you're done reading, all of Paris is just right outside your door.
Wow.
Paul, you love collecting old books, don't you?
I collect old books and lay around in bookstores and sleep.
Don't you get angry at the people keeping the
Get
books?
rid of the books.
After you're done with it.
You read the thing once and then give it away. Be a nice person, because there's other people who may want to read that book.
Yeah.
You don't need to accumulate them in your house. No one cares. And likelihood, you already know the ending of the book. You're not going to go back and be surprised by it. Pass it on. Don't read it twice. Expand your imagination. My house has got so many books. My daughters are the worst. I'm like, this is a stupid book in the first place. And they're like simpleton books, right? Like it's a dog that ran away. And it's a simple story. You get it once. Get rid of it. Throw it away. Give it to the bookstore. You don't need all that crap.
Stupid kids' ears reading.
You'd be so proud of me how many books I threw out when I just moved. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because hearing you just speak such common sense year after year, month after month. Thank you.
And your move was easier without him, wasn't it?
10 times easier.
There you are.
I think a lot of people, too, like to show off, like, look at all of the books I've read.
No one thinks you're smart just because you've got more books. Trust me. They're making that judgment against you based on a lot of other things than the books on your shelf. Right, Larry?
Right. Weren't you saying you should just set them on fire?
Set them on fire, burn them with your braziers. Just an idea.
And your rock and roll records, too.
Let's have some fun. All right, time for number 4. If you have a loved one who's not big on cemeteries, here's a nice way to have a meaningful connection with them after he or she passes on to the sweet thereafter. It's a parting stone instead of ashes. These are solidified remains that are made into a rock that you can put in your garden or on the mantle or in your bowling bag, under your pillow, wherever you want to put them, right? You're on your own with the first part as far as getting the ashes all taken care of. But once you have those, then the folks at Parting Stone will send you a little kit so you can mail the ashes to them in New Mexico. Of course, yes, it's New Mexico. Then they clean up the ashes. I didn't realize it can sometimes be like staples or other stuff in there. Anyhow, they then make it into a clay-like material. They let it harden, and then they polish it back up and they send it right back to you. And they'll take care of your pets also. They do the same thing. Same thing applies here. The pet has to be dead before you put it in the mail to them. They won't kill the pet for you. So there it is. That's a nice way to do it. Because sometimes you have those ashes and they're kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you can put it in your pocket, your gym bag. Take it with you wherever you want to go.
And they definitely don't just have a bag of rocks where they're taking 2 or 3 out.
No. This is the real. These are polished up. You can tell.
This one looks like an Aunt Myrtle. We'll send them that one. Number 3, it's really, really hot outside today, but there will be come a time when the cold weather returns and you'll want to be ready for it. So try one of these. The Coleman One-Source Heated Stadium Seat. Cushion with a built-in heating system to keep you nice and toasty. There are 3 settings to choose from, depending on how cold you are. And it runs on special Coleman batteries. Plus, there's a spot to recharge your cell phone.
Wow. Look how far we've come.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Back in the sitting in the stadium days, I would have liked that.
Imagine with George Washington, he's crossing the Delaware. If he had one of those in there, how much easier it would have been.
Yeah.
Man.
Penicillin would have been nice, too.
A heated chair.
A warm stadium seat, too. All right, number 2, the baby on the iconic cover of Nirvana's 1991 album, Nevermind, is suing, claiming the photo is child pornography. Spencer Eldon is now 30. Back in 1991, a photographer friend of his father's invited them over to a pool in Los Angeles for a photo shoot. The dollar bill on the album cover is photoshopped in and is generally thought to be a comment on capitalism. Well, anyway, Eldon's parents were paid $200. But Eldon's suit says the photo violated child pornography laws and caused him lifelong damages. 15 people are named in the suit, including the photographer and 2 surviving band members. Eldon wants at least $150,000 from each. Over the years, Eldon has posed by the pool, talked about his place in rock history, and recreated that picture on several occasions, and even tattooed an image of the album cover on his chest.
Wonder what has stirred this up.
I don't know.
Maybe the need for money.
Yeah, you never know.
Number 1, the New York Post had an article about how underground arm wrestling mania is slamming the New York City streets. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but it did get us to thinking about what is probably the best big-budget Hollywood movie ever made about arm wrestling. I'm speaking, of course, about Over the Top from 1987. I don't have to tell you guys what it's about, but I will anyway. Sylvester Stallone plays a long-haul truck driver who tries to win back his alienated son by becoming a champion arm wrestler.
Wow.
I mean, Here it is, peak
All you
80s.
wanted to do was embarrass me. Well, you did it, okay? Grandfather always said you were a loser. Now you're trying to make me one, and I hate you for it.
Mike, I don't care what your grandfather thinks about me, okay? All I care about is you. Now, you lost back there because you beat yourself. You let yourself get beat. I know you can do it. You're a special kid. You're my boy, do you understand? But you're also a spoiled, rich brat who's always had everything done for him.
Wow, this looks great.
What I do is I just try to take my hat and I turn it around. And it's like a switch that goes on. And when the switch goes on, I feel like another person. I feel like a truck, like a machine.
They're the best there is in the world of arm wrestling.
How's this end?
Let's introduce John Grizzly, three-time winner from the World Arm Wrestling Association.
When I get to the table, that person, I don't care who they are, they're my mortal enemy. I hate them.
Wow. All right, here we go.
Jeez.
Look how sweaty
Wonder
he
who's
is.
gonna
Very
win.
sweaty.
Need to be that sweaty?
Oh, gosh,
here
it
we
doesn't
go.
sound right.
Come on,
Here we
Robin, this
go.
is a classic.
Here we
I don't
go.
like this.
Come on.
Ah.
Come on. It's going to be
This
a
is
long
classic
one.
cinema.
That's
Wow.
one. There he is.
Now, how does that help him get his son back?
Well, he's not a loser.
Yeah, he's a winner. He
Yeah.
wins a truck.
That's like the best movie
There is
I've
a
ever
whole
seen.
subplot going in there with the father-in-law is plotting against him,
Yeah.
trying to send thugs to take him out of the tournament, but it didn't happen.
That looked like a great movie.
Was there an
let me
over the
tell you.
top two?
On the AFI list of top movies, it always goes like Godfather and then Over the Top,
Over the top.
is number
I'm going
two.
to write this one down to watch.
Did you say there's a number 2 to
Over
me?
the top two uses his other arm.
Goes lefty.
He beat that guy with his right, and he's a lefty. So I know there's a prime sequel.
You all can poke fun at one of the greatest movies of the
Over
20th
the
century.
top.
That's
Well,
fine.
It looked like a good one.
Yeah. Thanks for ruining the ending, Mike.
Well, you don't know how the second one ends. He is using his left, though.
All right, that's tonight at 9.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.